All right, let's jump right into habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. So what does that actually mean? Well, it's all about having a plan for your life. So you're not just kind of bumping into things as they happen, but you're actually building the future you really want.
I mean, you know that feeling, right? Get up, go to school, do homework, go to bed, and then do it all over again. It can definitely feel like you're just running on a hamster wheel sometimes. But what if every single one of those things had a much bigger purpose? That's exactly what we're going to get into today.
And hey, to make sure we know where we're going with this explainer, we've got our own plan. First, we're going to break down what this whole idea is really about. Then, we'll look at how you can create your own personal blueprint. After that, we'll cover some really cool tools for your school life. And finally, we'll talk about designing your own future. Let's do it.
So let's get into our first section. What's the point? We're going to discover what this end in mind thing is all about.
It's actually pretty simple. Begin with the end in mind just means have a plan. It's deciding, okay, I'm going to set some goals and then focusing your energy on stuff that actually means something to you. It's the difference between just doing things and doing things that make a real difference.
Oh, this puzzle analogy is perfect. Just imagine dumping 1,000 puzzle pieces on a table, but you don't have the box lid. It would be total chaos, right? You'd have no clue what you were even building. That picture on the box, that's your end in mind. It gives every single piece a purpose and shows you what you're working towards.
Okay, so let's build on that idea. In this next section, we're talking about your personal blueprint. And a huge part of that is creating something called a mission statement.
Think of a mission statement as your own personal rule book or your personal constitution. It's a short, powerful plan that helps guide all your decisions, the big ones and the small ones. And it's not just for big companies, it's for you. It's where you get to write down the kind of person you want to become and what you really stand for.
So, how do you even make one of these? Well, here are 4 really simple steps. First, just talk about it. What's important to you or your family? Next, brainstorm. Just get all your ideas down on paper. Seriously, no bad ideas here. Third, start writing it out. And don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect. It can totally change over time. And last, post it. Stick it on your mirror or inside your locker. Somewhere you'll see it every day as a little reminder.
Here's an example of what a family mission statement might look like. See how this one is all about creating a positive feeling at home? Yours could be totally different. It could be about being an awesome friend, or getting really good at soccer, or making your neighborhood a better place. The whole point is that it's personal to you.
And this right here, this is the whole point. Your mission statement is the why behind all the stuff you do. So when you're sitting in class, that mission statement is what connects that boring math worksheet to the awesome person you want to become. It gives it all a purpose.
Okay, this is awesome. This brings us to our third section, tools for school life. Let's get really practical and see how you can put this plan into action, like today.
One of the absolute best ways to use Habit 2 is to connect what you're learning right now to your future. Think about it. Do you want to be a video game designer? Boom. All of a sudden, math and art class are super important. Want to be a veterinarian? Well, science is your best friend. Thinking about that future career, your end in mind, can give every single school subject a brand new, exciting purpose.
But hey, this isn't just about giant career goals. It's also about our everyday stuff. Like what happens when you and a friend aren't getting along? Having an end in mind to just solve the problem peacefully without a big fight, that is a really powerful goal. And, believe it or not, there are tools to help with that too.
One of my favorite tools is called the Peace Path. It's such a simple but brilliant idea. It's a path usually painted on the playground that literally walks you and a friend through the steps of solving a problem together. And the most important part, it puts you in charge of finding a solution that works for both of you. It's all about working it out yourselves.
And the really cool part is that schools can create their own. As you can see, it's this whole process that gets everybody involved, from students voting on what the path should say, to everyone getting together to paint it, and then actually practicing how to use it. It's just a perfect example of a whole community working together to make school a more peaceful place.
Okay, for our final section, let's zoom out a little bit to the bigger picture and talk about designing your future.
So it's pretty helpful to know where a lot of these awesome ideas come from. Tools like the 7 Habits and the Peace Path are often part of a bigger school program called The Leader in Me, which is all based on the work of an author named Stephen Covey. Now, the goal of this program is fantastic. I mean, it's all about empowering students with leadership skills. And, like with any big idea, it's smart to look at it from all angles. So, people sometimes ask good questions like,
Does this approach work perfectly for every single school? Or is there enough research on it yet? Seeing the whole picture just helps us think for ourselves. But here's the bottom line, and this is the most important thing to remember. Whether we're talking about a mission statement, a peace path, or any other tool out there, the real power is in your hands. You get to think for yourself, pick the tools that make sense for you, and use them to build your own unique, amazing future.
So, let's make this real. Right now, what is one goal, just one little thing, that you want to reach this week? It could be anything, finishing your homework before dinner, helping out a friend who's having a tough time, or practicing a skill for 10 minutes. Think about it, maybe even write it down, and begin with that end in mind. You totally got this.